Hello there, people. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I'm Anthony Goalie. And as we continue on with the season team previews, we are now at number 19, the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's a sad sight to see how this franchise went from constant Stanley Cup favorites to now fighting to make the playoffs. And with their cap situation and upcoming contract extensions looming, it could be a different Pittsburgh Penguins in the next couple of years. And last offseason they did bring in Kyle Dubas from Toronto, and he recreated his own core four. So let's look at how last year went for the Pittsburgh Penguins. They had 38 wins, 32 losses, 12 overtime losses for 88 points. Scored 253 goals, allowed 248. When your offense is centered around Sidney Crosby, you're going to score some points. He is still averaging over a point per game at his age. Played in 82 games, 42 goals, 52 assists for 94 points. Still the probably best all-around player from that generation. And he's still going strong. But other key components to Pittsburgh aren't doing the same. Malkin, his production is dropping. He played in 82 games. He scored 67 points. For a period of time, it was which one's better overall, Malkin or Crosby. Same thing being said with Edmonton with McDavid and Drysdale. But now Malkin is starting to show the wear and tear of him playing the style he has for over the years. Pittsburgh during last season's offseason acquired Erik Karlsson. He was coming off a Norris Trophy year, and he was the first defenseman since Brian Leetch in the early 90s to score 100 points. This season, not so much. Played in all 82 games, scored 56 points. His fellow top defenseman for Pittsburgh, Chris Letang, also played in all 82 games. He scored 51 points. I personally think Carson's a better defenseman when he's the top one. There's nobody sharing minutes with. Last season we scored over 100 points. But the first season, Brent Burns was in San Jose. So, seems to prove. And this year, playing with Chris Letang, his points are down. He's more of a play every minute he can defenseman. He can't do that when he's got another defenseman he's got to share pretty much equal minutes with. But overall, the core four of Crosby, Malkin, Karlsson, and Letang. That's your core four for Pittsburgh. And Crosby is eligible to sign a contract. He hasn't yet. Rumor's been since early July he was going to sign one. It is now mid-August and nothing. And last week a rumor popped out was Chris Letang requesting a trade. Nothing confirmed, but if that's true, that's going to be a hard contract to trade. He has, at his age, his health issues, it's going to be a hard contract. Pittsburgh's goaltending was better than expected last season. Christian Jarry played in 31 games, 19 wins, 25 losses, 5 overtime losses. He had a .903 save percentage and was tied for league in shots with 6. And Alex Nervetnikov played in 38 games, 18 wins, 7 losses, 7 overtime losses, and a .902 save percentage. He had a rebound year, and he got a contract extension for that. I mean, it's time for Pittsburgh to start looking to the future, and both these goalies are in an age to help at an age where they can help Pittsburgh during this retool. They really need a rebuild. Subtraction players that left. Jeff Carter retired, finally ended his career. He had a good career. The last couple of seasons may not make people think that, but he had a great career. And Riley Smith, who was acquired last offseason, was traded to the New York Rangers. So more changeover. In addition, they traded for Kevin Hayes from St. Louis, and they acquired Cody Glass from Nashville. Hayes had 29 points and Glass had 13. They're both players that are capable of more points, and maybe playing with players like Malkin and Crosby, Letang and Carlson will help them put up the points that they have in the past. Surprisingly, they're pretty good on the cap space. They have $2,749,000. Pretty much they got the full roster with 23 contracts. They do have a first round pick this year's draft. No seconds, but they do have 3 third round picks. So they can start stockpiling prospects for the future. And they have 1 retention spot left for trade. Overall, I don't see Pittsburgh getting better than they were last year, possibly even worse. And with the looming Crosby contract extension talks and rumors of him possibly going to Colorado was a big one you hear. This is going to be an interesting year for Pittsburgh, but I don't think a year that they make the playoffs. Maybe not even fighting for the playoffs towards the end of the season. But we'll have to see what happens. It could be a last season for a great person in Pittsburgh. Well, we'll see. Tell me what you think about Pittsburgh Penguins' chances of making playoffs down below. And if you like the content we produce on this channel, please like and subscribe. And until next time, have a good day.